Hello, guys. Happy Sunday. Excuse me. Night. Happy Sunday night. Um, sorry, I need that light. Just wanted to tap in. Didn't do a video today. Like a regular video because I was at work and I was like super tired, so I didn't get one in, and it's kind of late and it's almost the next day, so I do want to just tap in and get this video out. Uh, so today's topic, I want to talk about forgiveness. Now, forgiveness is a very, very touchy subject for me because I'm still working on my forgiveness of certain people. Um, but I was deeply inspired tonight by, I don't know if you guys know Wallow 267. I'm sure you guys that follow these type of channels, I'm sure you probably have heard of him before you've heard of me. So but he was on Mel Robbins' podcast. I don't know what the name of the podcast is called, but it was about an hour long, and there was a lot of stuff on that video that kind of caught my ear, that inspired a lot of different content that I'm gonna put out at some point or another. But the one thing he said toward the end of the video, that's the one that kind of moved me, because it hit me right here. Because I guess I would tell you, Wallow's brother, and I guess it was his older brother, was killed. He was shot and killed. I don't know when, but it was at some point in his life and everything where he was in jail. So this is before his success. And he basically said that he needed to forgive the guy that killed his brother because it would allow him to breathe. Now, I have two brothers, and actually a shout out to my one brother. He literally just reached out to me yesterday, throughout the day, and saying that his girl was pretty much ready to give birth to my niece. And yesterday around, I'll say 8ish, I guess 7, 8ish, they gave birth to a 8-pound 21-inch baby girl. So I have a fourth niece, and actually she's right here in the state, so I can see her more than I can see my other three nieces. But so shout out to my brother. Just want to pay my respect to him and his girl and everything on their new member of their family. But anyway, I just had to think about that for a second, though. What Wallow said about forgiving somebody who killed his brother, and apparently his brother had kids of his own. I don't know, man. That's a toughie. That is a toughie, because I can't forget people who've disrespected me, let alone disrespect and take somebody from my family. Ah, man. But he gave the most powerful forgiveness statement to this person, because Mel asked him. She was like, how do you forgive, and can you, if this person was watching you, what would you say? And whoo, boy, that shit had me in tears. I literally was crying. You guys are gonna learn I'm a crier. Crier. I cry. I do cry because my heart just went out to him. Just the fact that he was able to say what he was saying, about forgiving this person. But yeah, he definitely said what he needed to say and was willing to put that aside. But he was just describing his brother, and I just like, man, that just sounds just like any of my brothers, what they mean to me and stuff. And it's just like, bro, it's crazy. But I'm gonna just tell you, because I do have somebody right now that I'm not too happy with in my life, and I've had the hardest issue of forgiving him, even though the shit that he did is well along dead, and I could probably like look past that situation, but this particular person, I'm having a hard time forgiving them just because they worked my nerves so badly. But I'm sure once I do forgive this person, I'll be able to probably have a better push forward at my job, because this person's at my job, just so you know. This person, we'll just call him I'm sorry, not CS. ZS. ZS. So that's not too hard to distinguish. I mean, this person, I'm sure if somehow anybody were to see this video, they would probably be able to put two and two together, like, well, there's only a few people with those kind of initials. So ZS, yes, ZS. And I actually had to work around him today. Oh man, that kid, dude. I want to forgive him. I really do. I just have a hard time. And he ain't took nobody from me, so you could only imagine. What he basically aired me out at a meeting in front of people. He aired me out. And not that I he aired me out and I wasn't even in the situation that he was placing me in. So he aired me out for nothing. And I mean, I didn't feel guilty about anything because I know who I am and where I stand in my work performance. And he tried to call himself airing me out, and I'm just like, okay, is that what you want to do? Because in the streets, you just got your ass beat. But we at work, and I just had to let it slide off my shoulder. I mean, somebody was able to stand in on the situation for me. But you know, I haven't felt the same about him since. And I mean, and it's not like he's just been like a nasty person since then. It's just been just stuff that he do that just irritates me. It irks me. So it's like, how do you forgive somebody who don't want to make you like them to forgive them? So I don't know, man. It's a toughie. I do want to start doing videos about this subject, about how to forgive people, because I know I'm gonna have to. I'm a Christian, so you know, they teach us this all the time, and it's in, you know, in the Bible and all that other stuff. I just have to work on it, but I want to touch in on this stuff in another video, like ways you could work on this stuff. You know, for those people who are not, you know, following a religion or anything, you know, there's got to be ways to kind of like work through this and stuff, so I can, you know, I guess tap in and kind of help you guys figure this out. We can all figure it out together, because I really want to be a better person for it, a better man. But it's just hard. It's hard. But I really like what Wallow was saying about forgiving this person that killed his brother. That was dope. It was dope that he could do that. And he said it's not everybody's situation to do, because you might not want to go that route. And I'm like, yes, that's very much a very real statement, because not everybody's going to want to forgive somebody for doing some horrific shit like that. But this is pretty much it on the video. I just wanted to do something tonight about something. And because I've been listening to this video all day, like not all day, just I tapped in, you know, on my drive home from work, and then I tapped in just this evening as I was out and about, and I just like, so I'm gonna do a video on this because I've been wanting to do a video. I actually kind of slightly talked about it in my Black Leadership video. You guys ain't seen that one, check it out. I did kind of talk about, you know, our leaders and a lot of of them, in Hollywood, Hollywood, wherever, whatever industry you guys are in. I talked about how a lot of rappers don't forgive each other about things and stuff, and how they hold grudges and beefs and stuff for a long time, and how whack that is, because if we all came together, how great we would be as a culture. I talked about that. I said, man, that's so tacky that we can't come together and make money. And meanwhile, I'm over here not forgiving somebody for airing me out at work at a 9-to-5 job where I'm not getting paid millions. So imagine that. So I don't know. I guess what I will say is, as a person, we got to do better. As men, we got to do better. We should really forgive our enemies, even if it hurts, even if it feels, wrong to your spirit. We got to learn how to, look in ourselves and find some level of peace of mind and be like, hey, you wronged me, but I'm going to be a bigger person and I'm going to say, I forgive you. You just got to have a inside reflection to yourself and project it outward to somebody. I'm going to say that again. You just got to look within yourself and see how great you want to be in life and how much more great you will be to allow this person forgiveness and put it back out to them. Now, easy said than done. I just literally just gave you some jewels in the gym about how you could go about forgiving somebody. But yet, I probably won't take my own advice. So I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to do it. It's getting around to it. But forgive your enemies, man. And the ones that, you might not necessarily ever see these enemies because they might be somewhere else by the time you reach them. But I guess learn how to, because like with my situation, I could easily pull this person at work aside and just say, hey, look, I'm going to be a bigger person and I'm going to forgive you. What you did, you didn't know no better. But no, not like that. Don't be cocky or arrogant about it, but just say, I'm going to be a bigger person and I'm going to forgive you. And then by that time, the person might know, well, for what? What did I do? And it's like, don't worry about it. Just say, I forgive you. And that's it. But like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about forgiveness, because that is a touchy one. I know it's not easy for people to forgive a lot of people for a lot of different reasons, but to each his own, and just find your inner peace and then try to learn how to push it out into the world and forgive people. That's my time. Peace.